Welcome, folks, to another broadcast of the Nineacious Football League here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. I'm your host, Tenacious Earl. I will be bringing you Tennessee at Baltimore. This is the 2016 season. That's what the teams are that we will be presenting here. Tennessee currently leading the league with a 7-1 record with Marcus Mariota behind center, up against Joe Flacco's Baltimore Ravens, currently at 4-4. So, recently I've decided to change my play calling structure. I had some communications with Keith at Play Games, and he talked me through a couple of things. Turns out, I think the replay games play calling chart may have been bringing about a little bit of offensive inaccuracy, if you will. I think the running game wasn't quite so good with that, so I played a couple games just calling the plays myself based on the team's tendencies as well as the formations that are rolled on each play. So call the offense that way and then follow the default defensive play caller. And it seemed to work out better the last two games. So that's what I'm going to do here for this one. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to try to show you some gameplay. I'll probably skip through to some highlights as well. But here we go. Tennessee, the Titans, at Baltimore, M&T Bank Stadium. Let's see how this one plays out. Week 9 of the Nineacious Football League here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Okay, so we're going to do the coin flip here. So the black is the away team. The white is the home team. And whichever one's higher wins the toss. And it is the away team. So Tennessee wins. So that means that we will have Tennessee kick off to start the first quarter. That'll be Ryan Suckup. So Ryan Suckup being a AAA kickoff guy, and he's going to go kick it right through the end zone. Touchback. All right. So this is how I play it from here on out here for this season. The green die, I roll first. That tells me the proper... So I'm trying to get this all in the screen as best I can. It's kind of tough, so you're not going to be able to see everything. So this tells me the formation. And so we use pretty much for anything besides third and short and fourth and short, we use this particular method. So it's 4, so I'm not going to show you my card there, but it'll be Baltimore who has the possession. So it's 4, and it's actually a formation that has Mike Wallace and Rashad Perryman in the backfield. So it's basically a 5, not in the backfield, but it's a 4 wide receiver and Pitta formation. So we're going to go with a short pass to Steve Smith, and we have to roll now the defense, which when we roll that, it's a 4, so it's a safe defense. So a short versus safe to Smith. And now we roll, and it's 44. So we check guard A. It's Alex Lewis, and he is actually going to be their guard for the left guard for the first 3 quarters. He is not a pass 0, so it's a half R reception for Smith, which it's 11, so you take half and you round up. So it's 6, but there's a penalty. And it's 64, which is defensive hold, so they will accept the defensive hold. And that's actually an automatic first down. So 10 seconds off, 1st and 10 from the 30. So we do the same thing again. And it's 1. And so this formation has Smith and Wallace as the receivers, Pitta as the tight end, West as the running back, and Kyle Juszczyk as the fullback. So with it being a running formation, they're going to try an inside run with West. And with the 3, that'll be a safe defense. Basically 2, 3, and 4 safe. 1's pass, 5 run, and 6 blitz in normal play calling. And so it's West inside against safe, and it's 51. So D is Bryce McCain for the Titans in this game. And he is not a run 2, so it'll be XR. So we go to the other half of the book, the facing page, and we roll. And it's 21 is tackle B. It was Ricky Wagner. Is he a run 0? And he is on the minus side of the 50. So it's going to be a run for no gain for West. 2nd and 10. So they're going to probably try and go pass here. They'll do a screen pass to Wallace against safe. Okay, so it was a screen against a safe pass, or a screen pass against safe defense to Wallace. And it's 14. Flacco is a double A, so 14 double A is a single die roll gain for Wallace on the pass, and it'll be 4. That brings up 3rd and 6, 34. So 3rd and 6 is still going to be this base formation set, so it's going to be another 4. So they will throw short to Pitta against safe again. See if Flacco can squeeze it in here for a first down. 63 is F a 2 pass. In safe defense, it is Sean Spence. He is a 0. So is FB a 0 pass. So with a 4, it's Wallace. Wallace is a 1 pass. So it'll be Q yards. Now for Q, what I do is I have another chart that I've developed, which is a distribution chart for different levels of passes. And so short and 7 is going to be Brashad Perryman, and it's Q yardage. And Flacco's Q is 10, so that will be a first down. Up to the 44. Okay, we'll keep going here. Another 4. Wow. They will throw a medium pass this time to Kamar Aiken against a run defense. So this could be favorable. The defense does not guess right here. So Aiken, medium pass. 15 with a double A is Q minus. So it doesn't go to Aiken, or it could. It'll be a medium 10, though, is going to be the running back, which we don't have a running back. I would call that Wallace here. So the pass will go to Mike Wallace for 10. That's another first down. It's Q minus. Never mind. So I got to change that. We have to -1 die roll. -4. So it'll be a 6-yard gain for Wallace. 2nd and 4. 48. And so you can see there that is set 2. That'll have West with Waller as the blocking back, with Pitta, Wallace, and Smith all in there. And so they're going to inside run to West here. against safe. So West has an A inside run, but it won't check the inside run proficiency there. It'll check whether guard A is a run 0, and he is not. So it'll be a 4-yard gain for West, which is the first down on 2nd and 4. To the 48 of Tennessee. 12:05 left in the first. Okay. Set 1. They're gonna try a long pass here, and they're gonna try to go deep with Mike Wallace. This would be his 3rd catch if he makes it, but it'll be against safe. They're gonna try and sneak one in here. Catch the Titans napping. See if that will work. 61 is D a 2 pass. Bryce McCain is not a 2 pass, so he is able to get close enough, though. He does not get a chance to intercept it, but he does knock it away incomplete. 2nd and 10. So worth a shot there, just over the halfway stripe. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with set 2. They're going to throw a short pass to Steve Smith against safe. So that with double A, so if it's under 21 on a lot of these, you go into the completion percentage or the inside or the outside rating of the running backs. But for the passes, it's quarterback completion percentage, so it's half Q, so that's going to be 5 yards. 2, because this was a short pass, to 10, so that will also be running. It'll be the so it's 2. We're going to call this Waller. Not 2, it's 5 yards. So that makes it 3rd and 5 from the 43. See if they can convert this. 11:20 left. Okay, so still 3rd and 5 is not 3rd and short. 3rd and short we would... Actually, so I guess in theory they call this 3rd and short. If it goes up to 3rd and 7, then we go to the long yardage formation. And if it's 4th and short, we go to really short yardage. So we go to 5 here. So that's with Dixon as the running back. Wallace in there at slot receiver. So, and then you still have Smith. We'll throw short to Smith again here. He hasn't caught a pass yet. Try to get one to him against safe. Short and safe. 53 is E a 0 pass. So safe, it is Antoine Blake. He is a 0+, which means he's a 1 on this side. So it's a quick completion. Now it's for a 1 die worth of yardage, so they could still pick up this first down. They need 5 yards. Has Steve Smith driven deep enough to complete this? And he does. Just barely gets it. They measure, and it is good. That is a first down. 10 yards from the 38 of Tennessee. Okay, back to 1. They will... they're going to give West another inside run here against a blitz. So, West trying to beat the blitz here. 24. Is QB a run 2? No. Is guard B a run 2? No. It's Vlad Dukas? No, he won't be. So, runner pops through the gap for 2 yards. 1 die worth, but then there's a penalty. 62 is another hold on the defense, so that will nullify the... Actually, no, that you'll still get the gain. because it's added to the end of the run. So that's run west, 2 yards, penalty, defense, hold, 5 yards, and the first down. Automatic first down. 1st and 10. So they go to 36, and then you add 5, 31-yard line, 10:35. Bit of a long drive here for the Ravens. See if they can get the second loss. Give the second loss to Tennessee of the season. So there's a 2. They're going to try running again with West inside. 3. So that's another safe defense. 54 is H, a run 2. So this is safe defense. H for safe is still Kevin Byard. He's not a run 2. He's a run 1. So that means is EC, that who is Dennis Pitta in this formation, is he a run 0? And it turns out that in plus yardage he is. So it's a 1-yard gain. So that's unfortunate for the Ravens. Down to 10 minutes left in the first. 2nd and 9 from the 30. And you got a guy with like Justin Tucker with a big leg, so this is always field goal range for him. But now it's going to be 4, which is a passing formation. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and try a medium pass to Pitta with a blitz. Medium and a blitz. And Pitta is the targeted receiver here. 24 is F, a 2 pass. With a blitz, it's Wesley Woodyard, he's 1. H is Byard, he's a 1, so neither of them are 2 pass. So the quarterback is going to scramble and run. So we go to page 18 in the book, which is the outside run. Flacco has an A outside rating, so let's see what comes up here. 13 with an A is going to be a 9-yard gain, and it's going to be a first down. So Flacco gets outside, has a wide open flank. He's able to run up there and takes a slide just past the line of scrimmage, or just past the first down marker, and that is a rushing first down. Down to the 21-yard line of the Titans. So this is up to a 10-play drive already. Actually, 11 plays. And it's going to be they're going to inside run with, they're going to use Juszczyk here. He doesn't run too often, but he has a decent inside rating, and he is the FB in this formation. So inside run. They're going to play safe. So let's see how Kyle Juszczyk does here in this. And that's going to be really good with the... oh, it could have been better, though. That'll be 2-yard gain with a Donna double A. So 2nd and 8 from the 19. 8:50. Man, they're going to use up about half of this quarter already. 2nd and 8 from the 19. So there's 5. They will go with. See, they're going to screen to Kenneth Dixon against safe. A lot of safe defense here. Screening to Dixon. 56. I. Is he a 2 pass? I. In a safe defense is Carl Klug. He's a 1 pass. So drags the linebacker after the catch. It's a 6-yard gain for Dixon. That's going to make it 3rd and 2. So a short yardage situation here. Down to the 13-yard line. So we're going to continue to use the normal play calling because it's not 4th and short. It's only 3rd and short. That's 1. And they're going to try and get the inside run with Terrence West here against a blitz. So it could be feast or famine here. Can West get the first down? Need 2 yards. 52 is F a run 0. On a blitz defense is Woodyard. He is not. So it's going to be Woodyard who blitzes, and he jams it up for no gain. So that's going to bring it to 4th and 2. This long drive, it looks like they may have to settle for field goal. 7:40 left, and they are going to bring it to pretty much the halfway mark. And they will, despite John Harbaugh recently showing a little more, being a little more aggressive with his play calling, for going for it. He's going to send out Tucker to make sure he gets the early lead here on the Titans. So from the 13-yard line, you back it up 7 for the kicker, so that's 20, and then you add 10 because it's the back of the end zone. So that's a 30-yard kick for Tucker, which he is quad A. So as long as it's not an unusual result, and it isn't, that's a good kick. And so with half of the first period gone, 7:30 left, that is a field goal for the Ravens. Tucker connects from 30. 3-0, Ravens on top. Okay, so from this point forward, I had a problem with my audio, so I'm just going to go ahead and voice over. We have the kickoff roll here, which is going to be 66. And for the AAA, it would be 57-yarder. So that's about the 8-yard line where we'll go down to. That's kicking off to the Titans after the Baltimore field goal. And so then it'll be Kendall Wright. And so you see 46, which is a unusual result, which 25 ends up being, it's 15. It ends up being an unusual result return, which so the unusual result kickoff return is a long return with an injury. So then we're going to re-roll on this here shortly, as I'm trying to explain it, and flip to the page in the video there. And it's going to be a 26. And so in the long return of the kickoff return, let's see, that was a 30-yard return if I had that right, if it's 26. I think it was. So, and then that was the 12 on the injury roll. So that basically brought it. I have the stats right here in front of me, guys. I can tell you exactly where we got it to. Came to the 38-yard line. So let's see. So we're getting ready to roll this. This is for the formation, and so it's formation 6 for Tennessee, which is a formation which has Derrick Henry as the running back, and we decided to do an inside run with Derrick Henry. So then what we'll do is we'll roll that Brown D6, which will effectively determine the defense. So when we roll that, we learn it will be a safe defense. So Derrick Henry inside run on safe. And we roll the 2 D6s, which gives you 66. And that is the I check of 0, which he was not a 0. I don't recall who I was. I think it's actually Jernigan up there on the safe defense. And he is not a run 0, so it would be a no gain. For Derrick Henry, brings up 2nd and 10 from the 38, 6:45 left in the first. So then we roll on it's the 4 personnel chart, and so this will be a pass against a safe defense. Now, this is where I don't 100% know because I don't take that good at notes, but what I can tell you is 35. It will check something, probably one of the offensive linemen, but it could have been one of the wide receivers, and it leads to an incomplete. So now it goes to 3rd and 10 from the 38. So an incompletion from Mariota leads to 3rd and 10. And so probably go with a long. I rolled the green die, but we'll go with the long yardage set, and that'll be against pass defense. So, and I'm thinking that I would go with a medium pass here. Again, I'm just kind of riffing off of this because I don't really know what exactly I would have chosen. But the 51 would have checked one of Baltimore's defensive backs and may have even been, I think it was Ladarius Webb, but I'm not 100% sure. But it leads to incompletion because they do have a good defensive backfield. So that brings up Brett Kern to punt. And I think I don't know. Makes me not so sure what I actually. Oh, I may have had to roll for an injury. I can't remember, but that brought about a 43-yard punt for Kern with no return, and so that brought back to Baltimore with their possession. 6:15 left in the first. 1st and 10 from the 19. And so we chose a passing play, probably a short pass play to Juszczyk against a pass defense. And so the 14 actually went off of Flacco's rating. That's a 12, and so that's I believe a half Q. Actually, I guess I didn't target Juszczyk. It just came up in the roll with that 10 there, or the 11. I guess that's an 11. I can't really tell. It looks like an 11 from here. So that led to Juszczyk in an 8-yard gain to the 27. So that leaves a 2nd and 2. And that's going to be set 1 again. And turns out that I would have chosen a pass here, which is against a safe defense. I'm not sure which pass, but it goes to 23, which that ends up leading to a Wallace 13-yard gain and a 1st down. So and I may have just blew by the 1-yard run here for Dixon, but I'm not 100% sure. No, I'm setting it up here. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm not sure why I rolled the 3 and the 2. I'm trying to remember what happened there, which got us to roll 32. But we did. And so then we had the set 5, which is one there Dixon is, and that's where I chose an inside run for him with a 4, which is a safe. So here comes the run roll. And it's an 11, which low numbers are good, except when you're inside running against a safe and he's an A, it's a 1-yard gain. So that's why it's like that. And so we end up with 2nd and 9.
Now, I will promise you the second half will go a little bit more quickly here. Set 3. I'm going to try and get a medium pass in here to Pitta. That's the intention, at least. So, get the roll, 25. Oh, you know what? That Wallace one would have been an XR column roll. That's why I rolled it another time. So that kind of just, I kind of glossed over that. But okay, so we get the Pitta 12-yard gain here, and so that's a first down. And we're going to choose a run to Mike Wallace, a little outside run here against a pass defense. So this is a favorable matchup for the Ravens. And this roll, outside run versus a pass, is a 26. And so when you look that up, it's going to check to see if it's going to be neither quarterback nor NB or run 0. So actually, that's not quite right. Maybe it was 62. It might have been D is a run, and D is not a run 2, so it's Wallace for 13. My bad. All right, so then we get here, and it's a little pass play. It's going to be to West. 5-yard gain. Make it 2nd and 5 from the 29. And they're going to choose another pass play, this time against a run defense, which should be a good matchup. I'm not sure who we're going to be targeting here, but it ends up leading to an incompletion here on the 43 result. So brings up a 3rd and 5, which that will, we're going to bring in 4 there. We're going to do probably a short pass, trying to get that 5 yards. And it will be, I'm not sure who we're targeting, but against a safe defense, we get the roll. And the roll here gets us a 51. And that 51, that results in a 5-yard first down pass to Dennis Pitta. So that gets him down to the 24 of Tennessee. So another drive here for the Ravens is moving right along, and they're going to go up against a blitz here. And this is going to be a screen pass. I do believe it's definitely a pass play of some sort, and the roll leads to an 11, which is that's Q plus, and it ends up going to West. That's a Q pass, so you have to go to the alternate receiver. So that's a 15-yard gain and a first down to the 9-yard line. So we're going to get set 6, and it's going to be a pass play against a blitz. So what's going to be the damage here? I probably was a short pass is what I'm guessing. And if we go short pass against blitz, 31, checks if guard B or SB is 0, and I think guard B was, so it's going to be a sack for Kevin Byard, and it's an 8-yard loss. So we roll the D. Actually, I had to roll the decider die here to get that. It's either G or H, and I believe it's a negative, so that's an H, and H is Byard. So you see, we're going to skip here a little bit. I've cut up the video just to try and conserve a little bit of time. So that brings up a 2nd and goal from the 17. And this is against a safe, probably medium versus safe, although I'm not 100% sure. So, and I'm not sure who I was targeting, but let's take a look here and let's see. Well, it's 55. And then 45. That does not look right. Let's see, short against safe. So that would have been it. ended up being a sack for Morgan plus a penalty, but that was declined. It was the sack. The result of the sack led to a 3rd and goal from the 23, which we're going to get it. The play call really doesn't matter here because we end up with a penalty roll on this guy. It ends up being on the defense, a 5-yarder. Just they lined up offsides, so it brings up 3rd and 18 here at the 55 there. That's the unusual result roll, and then the 32 brings up the defensive offside. So, well, actually the 42 does. My bad. 35. I think it went off the XL column. So, or XS. Maybe that was a screen pass. Well, anyway, doesn't make a difference because it's 3rd and goal from the 18. So, and that would mean the long yardage set against a pass defense. And I think they went with a medium against a pass. That's 12. So with his AA rating, that's a Q plus. And it'll probably be a 4 here, and it is. So that's 14, and it went to, we will find out here when we roll the D20, that's a high number. That's Kamar Aiken, who's the outside receiver. That only gets him down to the 4, and they bring in Tucker for the field goal, which is good. He is rare to miss him. It would have to take an unusual result for him to miss a field goal inside of 40 yards. So 6-0, and that brought to the end of the first quarter. So with zeros on it, 6-0 Baltimore over Tennessee. And we're going to pick it up here in the second quarter, as you can see on the sheet right in front of us there. And I'm getting my sheet so I can kind of lead you along as I talk you through this. Going to get the kickoff from Tucker, 41, leads to a 72 because he is rated AAA on the kickoff. And Tennessee decides to take the touchback. Heidi-ho. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can follow right along here with this. Going to roll for the set, which is going to be 6. So that means Derrick Henry is your tailback, and they will do an inside run with him. That'll be against safe. So let's take a look and see what the check is. What is the check here? 36 is going to be center a run 0. And their center is Jones, and he's a 1, so he's not a 0. It leads to a 3-yard gain for Derrick Henry. So we end up with a 2nd and 7 from the 28. And they're going to be conservative here and go with another Murray run. They're going to go with an outside run here, I believe, against safe. But if I get the wrong result here when I look at it, then it's actually an inside run. But let's see. 61, F a run 2. Well, he is. I think that is C.J. Mosley. So that meant no gain for Murray, and it brings up a 3rd and 7. As you can see, I'm trying to be speedy here a little bit. I don't write down my down and distance. It's 3rd and 7 from the 28. And you get set 6, and they decided to go with a medium pass against a that's a run. Is that a run defense? I guess that's a run defense. And 62 is a 2 pass. I think I went with blitz there on a medium pass and that led to the interception check. So, so it was B a 2 pass, and that was Webb, and then that goes to the Y chart. The 12 is because Mariota is a Y of 2, and so when you're that low. When you get that low over roll 12, then that's an interception for almost everybody. So, okay, so Yeah, so turnover on the interception. Weddle with a 17-yard. Well, it's 17 yards downfield, so at the 45, and then the return ends up being a 28-yard return, as it was a long return off the interception. So that takes it all the way down to the Tennessee 17. So Baltimore gets excellent starting position here for their next possession. And this is just about where I start to realize that the sound is not quite working right. But we get a that's set 4, and we're going to go with a pass. I think a medium pass again. And it's against a pass defense. And I'm not sure who I targeted. We'll see 12. So 12, it was Q plus a die. One die roll. And so that means an alternate receiver because it's Q and it's 5. So that's a 15-yarder for, again, it's a high number, so it's Kamar Aiken. So 15 yards and it goes out of bounds. So out of bounds at the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2. How about that? So this is where we're going to be picking up the footage as I'm going along. So thanks for bearing with me as I'm doing the voiceover.
Okay, so I've been having some sound problems here. It's when I turn on my recorder, it shuts off the sound, it puts on the mute. So what have we had here? We've had Baltimore get 3 more points at the end of the first quarter, so it's 6-0. Tennessee gets the ball immediately on 3rd and 7. They throw an interception to Eric Weddle. He returns it 28 yards to the 17. Then Baltimore takes possession, 1st down and 10 from the 17. Flacco completes it to Kamar Aiken for a 15-yard gain and a 1st down right at the 2-yard line. So that's where we're at. 13:05 left in the second, and it's going to be 3. And so they're going to run inside run with Kyle Juszczyk again against a blitz. So let's see if he can power this guy home. He is a double-A runner again. We're not going to give him too many runs in this game, but we will give him this one. 45 is NB or run 0. That is going to be Kamar Aiken, right? And he is definitely a run 0, yes. So blocking error dumped for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and goal from the 3. Now you might say, well, why did you not just use the short yardage? Well, because I'm trying to play it the way that we should here. So I'm going to go short pass here with set 5. And they will try to hit Steve Smith with this guy. So it's against a safe defense. Short versus safe. And 11, a pass complete tackle 1 yard short of the 1st down. So that is a 2-yard pass to Smith because they're on the 3. So that's 3rd and goal from the 1. So now they're going to go with short yardage because they're on the 1. And we don't need to roll the green. And it's going to be an inside run to Terrence West. Short yardage formation against a run defense. He is single A. .43 is SB a run 2. So SB is Terrence West. He is a run 1. Hit after 1-yard gain, but they're on the 1. So that is just over the line. And Terrence West gets a 1-yard touchdown run for the Ravens with, let's see, so with 11:45 left in the second. And so Tucker with the extra point, he is the best extra point rating that you can be, and he makes it. So that makes it 13-0, Baltimore on top after a costly interception to Weddle, and the short drive, short field, Terrence West with a 1-yard run. So Justin Tucker with the kickoff. I've seen a lot of Baltimore kickoffs. That's going to go through the end zone for the touchback, and Tennessee will start with a 1st and 10 on their own 25. Okay, so we're going to have to get a little more aggressive here. That's a 4, if you can see it there. They're going to try they're going to try a medium pass to Delaney Walker against a blitz. .36 tackle B or guard B, or either of them 2 pass. Jack Conklin is a 2 pass, so the blitz is picked up. Quarterback has time. He dumps it off to an alternate receiver for 2 dies worth of yardage gain. That's going to be an 11-yard gain. 2 on a medium pass. 15 medium is going to be the tight end, so that will be Delaney Walker. That's a 1st down. So at the 36, 11-10 left. It's going to be 2, and they're going to go to a DeMarco Murray run, inside run against safe. So just to warn you a little bit, we're going to be jumping around here a bit because I'm going to be pausing this, trying to conserve some time, and it's going to be an unusual result. 22 is a 3-yard gain and then a penalty on top of it, and we roll the penalty. 64 is a defensive hold, so that will be a 1st down on the penalty yardage, and it'll be tacked on 5 yards to the end of the run. So 1st and 10 from their own 44, and it'll be 3, and they will go with a screen pass to DeMarco Murray against safe. So Murray, the screen pass. 15 with a single A will be a single die worth of yards, and it'll be 5 to Murray. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 49. Okay, so 4, that'll be Henry in there. They will try an outside run with Henry against pass defense. So a little bit of a gamble here with Henry. His outside rating is not as good. And of course, we end up with that. That's going to be a 2-yard loss. Okay, so 3rd and 7, we're going to go with long yardage formation. We're going to go with a medium throw to Tajay Sharp against pass. So see if they can get the pass in there. 65 is F a 0. No, CJ Mosley is a 1. So if FB, who is Murray, is a 0 pass, he's a 1, so it's just going to be incomplete, but that's going to stall their drive at their own 47. But Brett Kern will come in for the coffin corner punt, and that will be will sail out of bounds at the 10-yard line, so Baltimore will take over 1st and 10 from their own 10 with 9:40 left in the second. Okay, so Baltimore takes over after the 43-yard punt, and it'll be they're going to run with Terrence West on an I'll go with an outside run here against a safe defense. And West, 53, is E a run 0. This is a safe defense, and Antoine Blake is in for the safe defense. He is a run 0, so that's XR column. 21 asks tackle B is a run 0, and Ricky Wagner is. So it's going to be a missed block and no gain for West on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 10. Okay, so probably going to have to go with a pass here. So it'll be Kenneth Dixon's formation. Oh, and I should have asked. It was going to be a short pass, and we're going to go with Smith. So against the pass defense. So I need to call it before I roll that brown die, and I didn't do it this time, but we're going with a short against the pass. We're trying to hit, actually can't be Smith, so it's going to have to be, we're going to throw at Dixon here. 45, guard A, 0 pass, and he's not. So it'll be completion to half R. That's only a 3-yard gain for Dixon. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 from the 13. So let's see. They're going to go with their long yardage formation, and they will be going with a medium pass to Dennis Pitta. That's who they're going to be targeting. And so that's going to be a pass defense. So medium against pass. And let's see how it turns out here. 52. C0. C is Denoris Cersei, and he's a 1. So because he's rated 1, it's going to be quarterback dumps off to, let's see who, 8, which would be, it's going to be Brashad Perryman. And then it's going to be worth 2 dice. 9, and that will be a first down. So they're getting the rolls here today. The Ravens are right on top of it. That is a 9-yard gain, and that is a first down. And they move it out to the 22-yard line. So 7:55 left. Let's see now. Going to be much in clock management mode as anything. So I think we're going to go with Dixon on an inside run here. He's still an A, and that's going to be against a blitz. So let's see. He had only 1 run in the first, and he has not had one here in the second yet. So 65 is H, a run 2. H is going to be Byard, and he is a 1, as you can see right here. So he is not. It's XR. So XR 35, NB a run 0, and this is formation 6. NB is Mike Wallace. He is a run 0. So he's going to get a 2-yard gain. That's Dixon. Bring up 2nd and 8. 24-yard line. Okay. 5. This time they will go with a screen pass to Wallace against a blitz. So this is probably a nice call against the blitz. Let's see how it turns out for the Ravens. 63 E 2 pass. So with a blitz defense, it's Antoine Blake. He is a 0. So it's going to be excess with a penalty tacked on. So let's get the excess results. That is 13 is guard A 0. He's not. So it would be 8 yards. And that would get the first down. But we have to check the flag. 44 is going to be a penalty on the offense for holding. And they will accept that. So that'll be a 10-yarder. It'll be 2nd and 18 from the 14. Okay, so we're still going with base formations here because I feel like it helps the offense a little bit, and that's what I've been having trouble with. So 2, so we're going to go with a medium pass to Steve Smith here against safe. So let's see if Steve Smith can make the catch here. 63 G a 0 pass. So it's going to be Avery Williamson. He's a 1 pass. So the pass is tipped. A chance at an interception here. Again, they need 16 or less for Titans to intercept this, but it's going to be just incomplete. So that's a 3rd and 18 from the 14. 7 minutes left in the quarter. They're going to go to their long yardage, and they're going to throw a long pass here, and they're going to try to hit Mike Wallace with it against a pass defense. So see how this plays out. Can they convert this one? 33 is FB. In this formation, it would be Mike Wallace. Is he a 2 pass? He's only a 1. So it's going to be incomplete, but there's a video review. And the video review is going to be V3. And we re-roll this, and let's see. It needs to be 54 or above. It would be overturned. Otherwise, it's going to just be incomplete. So That's going to bring up 4th and 18. So it'll be Sam Cook from the 14, Tennessee. Will get the ball back in pretty good field position, more than likely, 33. Add 3 to his average. It's going to be 49-yard punt. And he is not a return of B or better, so that will be 49. And the punt returner is going to be Mark Mariani. So we roll on the kick return page, or column. 52 will be +3 to his return. He has a rating of 8, so he'll have an 11-yard return, and that should set the Titans up in good field position with 6:40 left here in the second. Okay, so they're set up right at midfield here. Well, almost at midfield. 48-yard line after the 11-yard return by Mariani. And so it'll be 6, and they're going to go with a short pass to Tajay Sharp here to start against safe. And 66 is Gia2 pass. So it's a safe defense. Zach Orr is he's a 1. So quarterback's pressured and connects for half R. So Tajay Sharp is 13. That'll be 7-yard gain. And now with 2nd and 3, they're going to go with an inside run with DeMarco Murray against safe. And it's a 15, and he is a B runner. That'll be a 2-yard plow. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 43. And let's see, so it'll be, actually they'll use the short yardage formation, and they're going to pound it with Derrick Henry inside on a blitz. It's maybe 4-down territory at this point. So inside against a blitz, Derrick Henry, 13, and he is a single A. That's a 3-yard gain, and they will get a first down here. So set 5. They're going to go at a long pass to Kendall Wright here against safe. Trying to attack deep early in the down set, see if they can get a quick deep ball here. So Kendall Wright is the target. 54. They are not the home team, so it could be an interception. And it is again. Oh boy. Or wait, that's 22. I thought that was 12. So it's 22, so it's incomplete. Whew, boy. That would have really been heartbreaking there for the Titans. So, get away with that. So now 2nd and 10. Set 3. Let's go with a short pass to Anthony Fasano as the target against a pass. And that is going to be completed to Fasano. And that will come up 1 yard short of the first down. 9-yard gain. Down to the 31 of Baltimore. So they're going to go with their short yardage set. And they're going to go with a short pass to Jalston Fowler here. Short against a run defense. And again, this is 4-down territory potentially. I mean, they could still go for... So Fowler's the intended receiver. Short pass. 54 is Gia2 pass at Zach, or he's not. So it's XS column. 52 is Cia2 pass. Eric Weddle is hit hard after a 1-die gain. So Fowler will get it, but after one, it'll be 5 yards. So pass to Jalston Fowler, but that will get them the first down with a 5-yard gain down to the 26. So Tennessee methodically moving it down the field. Ball almost intercepted before. So they're going to kick in here with a Henry inside run against the safe defense. 44, FB run 2. Derrick Henry is not a run 2. So he'll get a 1-yard gain, and that's all. Um, 25. 3 minutes. And let's see, we're gonna do an outside run. It was set for outside run with Marcus Mariota here. He gets to run twice per half, and we haven't run with him yet, so this will be against a safe defense. But he's got a quad A outside run ability, so let's see if he can take advantage of this. 66 is H a run 2. That's Albert McClellan, and he is not on a safe defense. So he's going to gain 6 yards there, Mariota. That'll make it 3rd and 3. Okay, so I was stopped up there for just a second. As on my sheet, I had Albert McClellan is only on the field for running safe, but I also recalled that Zadarius Smith is out on a game-generated injury, and so I need to use McClellan for all the plays. So he's going to be in for all of them, but it doesn't matter, so because it wasn't safe anyway. 3rd and 3, and it will be set 3, so it'll be Murray, and they will go with. They're going to go with a short pass to Delaney Walker against the pass defense. So let's see if they can complete this. Otherwise, they may just have to get points here. 23, tackle B or SB a 2 pass. Tackle B's Jack Conklin. He is 2. Complete for R. Walker's 12 yards. That's going to take it down to the 7, and to the 2-minute warning, that is a first down for Delaney Walker. Beautiful pass, beautiful spiral. He catches it. He gets tackled at the 7. And it's going to be 1st and goal, and we hit the 2-minute warning. So we're going to move to 2-minute offense timing. So, and you can see Baltimore taking timeouts here. Probably won't see Tennessee. So we'll have to think about that. All right, so it'll be set 4. They're going to do a short pass to Rashard Matthews against a run defense. And 36 is center a 2 pass. It's Ben Jones. He's not. So defense pressure incomplete. So that'll be 2nd and goal with 1:50 left. Okay, so 5. Okay, they're gonna go with an inside run with Derrick Henry here against a pass defense. So they kind of fooled them out here. They threw on 1st down, and now they're going with a 2nd down run against a pass defense. Can Henry sneak through the line and make them pay? 54 is K a run 2. This is a pass defense. It's Matt Juden. He's a 0. So big hole, a 7-yard gain. That's going to get through, and that will be a touchdown. Derrick Henry busts through the gap. And that is a running touchdown for the Tennessee Titans with 1:40 left in the first half. Derrick Henry, they catch him trying to sneak on their pass rushers. They think maybe they can get Mariota in the backfield on a pass, and they slip it inside to Henry. That's a 7-yard run. And there is an injury. We're going to kick the extra point first with Suckup. He is a AA extra point guy, and he makes it. So it's going to be 13-7. with a $1:40 left, and Baltimore will get the ball back with time. Okay, so we do have an injury roll coming up here. 53 is defender B, so that's Ladarius Webb. Not to be confused with Zadarius Smith, who is already out. But Ladarius Webb cannot be injured for more than the rest of the quarter. And it is the 6th, so I think that is the rest of the quarter, right? Yeah, so, but they're going to be on offense anyway, so we will just make sure that if they get back on defense, he will be out. So, all right, so Suck Up with the kickoff. 51, and he is a AAA, so that's 58 and 12 is 70. 5 yards deep, and they will take the touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 with a $1:40 left. So Baltimore, they will. Okay, we're gonna go with an outside run for Terrence West against a safe defense. So I think Tennessee will be happy to let this clock run out if Baltimore doesn't want to do anything with it either. So 23. A is going to be a 2-yard loss for Terrence West. So it'll be from the 23, 2nd and 12. And let's see. So Baltimore, they're going to go ahead and eat this for a bit. So it will be 1 minute. And they're going to have Flacco sit on it. That's going to take it down to the 22nd and 3rd and 13 from the 22. And again, Flacco will sit. And Tennessee could use their timeouts, but instead they're just going to let it run out. You know what? What the heck? Let's go Tennessee. Their first timeout, so it'll give it down to 10 seconds remaining. 4th and 14 from the 21, and so the punt will be Cook. And it's 14, so it's a high booming kick. 12 plus 12. That's a 58-yard punt. Mariota can return it. Let's see if he does. 63. That's a long return. Now the punt return will be 13 yards, and that will mark the end. Actually, no, that'll be 0-0-5. 1st and 10. So 21, 31, 41, 49, 39, 29. So then the 21, 31, 34-yard line. And they'll go run Mariota to end it. So end of the first half. Baltimore on top. 13-7 over Tennessee. Some of you might say we were a little bit wasteful there at the end of the first half. There was a lot of time. But once you lose a couple yards, you start throwing, and then Tennessee gets the ball back with timeouts. So, yeah. So I'm going to leave this first half done. Again, apologies for some of the sound issues early on. I'm going to try and do the rest of this video with pausing it in places in order to make this, get through this in maybe 2 1-hour segments. So, 13-7 currently, Baltimore on top in this Nineacious Football League tilt week 9. And hit like if you like this. Leave a comment if you want to have any comments about the way I've sped things up, if there's anything I'm missing that I really need to cover. Otherwise, we'll be back here in another day or two with the conclusion of this game, Baltimore at Tennessee, or Tennessee at Baltimore. 13-7 Baltimore, the home team on top here at M&T Bank Stadium.